Good afternoon traders, it's Simon at Kairos Capital Markets with the weekly review of Aussie dollar and pound yen. Now last week with the Aussie dollar I was a bit concerned about where it would go next, and I didn't have much interest in trading this pair whatsoever because it could go either way and it could really do anything, and when you can do anything you haven't really got a proper edge in the marketplace, so I don't trade. It's very simple as that. And if you just look at the daily chart here now, here's the 5 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 candles here, the Aussie dollar quite didn't move whatsoever. It popped up, popped down, popped up, popped down, and that's it. And when you look at the weekly chart as well with this one, all that's done really is just put a kind of a high test slash inverted hammer around an area which could be significant. So you could turn around and say these lows on the left hand side, there's another level at 763, and you can say it's kind of valid as a zone, and it can still pop up. So for the moment this week I am not, again I'm not really interested. It doesn't give me confidence to go to the upside nor to the downside. So again with the Aussie dollar I'm going to sit my hands underneath my backside and do nothing, because it's the way of saving money, and if you have no edge in the marketplace, why bother trading it? However, if it does pull back to where I said 782, I had a daily 50 or something around this area here, I would be interested in trading it, and that's what I'll be looking for. So there's your Fibonacci again, understanding. So 618 is just below the daily 50 EMA, which is quite nice to see. So you could see a move up to the upside here, test 782 in the daily 50, and I'll be looking to get in there. That'd be a nice trade. I still think the dollar needs a pullback of some sort, and you can get something like this here in, and then because we've tested that level, you can easily get something out of that area there for 2%, 3%. You could if you're doing a 1% risk. So for Aussie dollar, I'm sitting on the sidelines again. I'm happy I did it last week. I'm not going to go for intraday. It's just a mess, and that's how I see it. It's just a pure mess. Now pound yen, I said to you guys last week, I'll be very surprised if the pound yen doesn't power up over the week. I was a little bit wrong on the timing. Powered up, well, for obviously a pound yen, the pound got weaker on the Thursday after the interest rate increase with the pound. I know some people think it's strange. I'll go for that very quickly, why that happened and why it's silly to trade that day. But what I see here really is this, is I want another test of the 475 to the 48 there. So if I can get another test around this area here in this little zone, I'd be very happy to take this trade. Just to have a retest around here, I'd be very happy for that trade to be taken. Now the yen itself still has a bit more strength to it. I'm going to show you the dollar yen, for example. The dollar's still fairly strong, it is, but yet against the yen it's decelerated again and making another mini double top on the intraday chart there. So I do feel the yen's going to power up this week, and it will bring this chart down. And obviously with pound being the way it is, being weak, I do see a test of 147.5. That's what I'm looking for this week, so I'm waiting for that. Some people have said to me, but you know, we're in an uptrend, I bought here, or I'm in a trend here or something. Let me show you something. This is the 4-hour chart. This is just a classic bear flag here, and I think a pullback to 147.5 here on the 4-hour chart would actually indicate a nice signal again. So we've powered up here, we've pulled back, we're in a bear flag, we've broken to the downside now. We'll probably test the 4-hour 50. We'll most likely head back down again to 148, roughly 147.5. Put a test in there. There's double bottom. It's completed the pattern for the bear flag. It's completed the pullback again, and put bullish pressure in again for the actual overall weekly chart as well, and then it move higher afterwards. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I believe will most likely happen over this next week. Maybe 2 weeks it may take to do that, but that's what we're looking for. Now, euro dollar, just a little bonus here again. You know I'm short on the euro dollar. Again, almost like Aussie dollar, it didn't really do anything this week. I still want to pull back and test 1.17. This wasn't a test at all. It's just stagnant, that is. It's done nothing at all for me in my eyes. That it hasn't moved at all. So a nice grind up. Test this 1.17 again for me, players, and then we'll take a nice little short after. That's what I'm looking for. So for this week, nice short and sweet. Not much really out of the market in regards to where things are going to go on the dollars as such. and just be a little bit careful this week. Now, very quickly on this pound interest rate hike, and why did you see all this bearish movement on the pound afterwards? And I can explain it very, very simply. if everyone expects it to go, the interest rate to go up from say this area here from the middle of October, then everyone's bought already. And now if the Bank of England does anything that's not what it's expected and is a little bit bearish, it's going to drop like a stone. It's as simple as that. So although they raised the interest rates, that's fantastic, there's something in the small print which a lot of traders didn't like. And they were, oh, well, admit that's not as good as we think it is. Let's just get out of it now. But they entered in here. They would have entered here or here. So there's great opportunity now to look and trade this pair now. So for example, you could say this daily 50 MA test here is a kind of nice trade. It's not personally for me, but you can say it's had a breakout and retest of the daily 50, but you have got a double bottom there as well, so it's not the greatest in the world right now, but it can develop into something. For myself personally, I still think pound yen's the best one, because you've had this run up, it then broke down to the downside, you'll then test this area here, and that is when you're going to trade again. That's when people go, oh no, I mean, the pound had its interest rates, it might be good, blah blah blah, and they will put more money into it again. The only trade I think that would go against you would be this one here, and this is the pound dollar. Just to give an example here, here's your weekly chart. This weekly trend line has been active since the middle of 2015. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches now. For me personally, I think it will head down. That's it. I do think this will head down, and you can say there's a head and shoulder pattern here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, the break, and almost a retest, the best it can probably get. The expected distance is actually 0.65 for pound dollar. Can it go 0.65? Well, it can go wherever it wants to go, to be quite honest, guys. But just to give you an example, the expected pattern distance of this head and shoulder pattern is around here somewhere, the lowest lows it ever been. So don't be surprised if the pound dollar actually heads down massively. And myself personally, if you now look at the daily chart, I think this has happened. This is your left shoulder, there's your head, here's your right shoulder, there's the breakdown. Look for value and enter that way and short it. So like there to maybe like there, the stop there, and you can short quite a big trade there. I mean, even just short to the recent lows on here, that's a 5% trade. If you short to 1.05, which is the next lows, that's a 13% trade. And if you do trade your stop smartly and you get down to this level here, there's a 30% trade over the next couple of years. So you can earn a lot of money in this trade. And like I said, here's the upward sloping trend on the daily chart. It's not just had a breakout and actually decelerated at a key level. It's broken down to the downside quite fiercely. And then you just got this inside inverted hammer there. So there's lots of potential in this trade. Take it short once it tests the daily 50 again, and that's what I'll be looking for. Okay guys, hope you have a good week, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.